Hi gorgeous! Today I'm showing you how to recreate this sexy bombshell date night look. I wore this very recently when we went out for my husband's birthday. So many of you loved it on Snapchat and asked for a tutorial, so here you go. First product I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. This is a very lightweight oil, sinks into the skin instantly, and it moisturizes and provides a dewy glow. And on top of that, I'm applying a new sunscreen from Clinique. This has an SPF of 50 and it is made for the face. It applies so beautifully, and most importantly, it will not disrupt the way your makeup wears. And then it's on to primers. I'm first applying the NARS eyeshadow primer onto my eyelids, and while I'm waiting on that to dry, I'm applying the Cover FX mattifying primer. I recently got a sample of this from Sephora with some of my points, and so far I like it. And the star of this tutorial is the Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. It is still one of my #1 favorites. To prep my eyes before any eyeshadow application, I'm first applying an eyeshadow that matches my skin tone. This is Wet n Wild's Creme Brûlée. I don't have this palette in front of me at the moment, and I really don't feel like going in the other room to get it, so I will just refer to the eyeshadows as I point to them. First one I'm taking here is the light orange shade, and I'm applying this into the crease with a fluffy brush, and this is going to act as our transition shade. Next up is this beautiful medium brown at the leftmost portion of the palette, and I'm using this to deepen the crease, so add a little bit more definition there, but not taking it up over the orange completely. Unfortunately, while I was filming, I didn't realize it, but the camera shut off, so I missed recording the next step, but all I did was apply this white eyeshadow on the inner half of the lid. Then I went in with the black shade right smack dab in the center of the palette, with a little tiny bit on the brush. This eyeshadow is so pigmented, all of these are, so you need the very smallest amount. I'm applying this onto the outer corner of the eye and starting to blend it back into that white shade. Typically when I blend two really contrasting colors like this together, what I'll do is I'll apply the pigment from the brush onto my eye, bring it in halfway, wipe the brush on a paper towel I have on my makeup table, and then go back and pat between the two until they blend together. So there's essentially really nothing on the brush at this point. For the outer V, I'm using the Sigma E35 brush here. I took the tiniest amount of the black eyeshadow. Like I said, it is super pigmented, and I basically use small circular motions to apply this into the outer V of the eye. I'm editing this portion of the video as little as possible so you can see every move that I made to create this effect. That's really all it is using small circular motions with a pointed fluffy brush until you get the eyeshadows to blend out. And another thing that you can do to help blend that black eyeshadow is go back with some of the crease colors we used earlier, the orange and the brown, and blend over with the same brush until they all melt into one another. Using the Beauty Blender Liner Designer as a guide, I'm taking the Kat Von D Liquid Eyeliner Pen, which I am madly in love with right now, and doing a winged eyeliner. Yes, I love the Kat Von D eyeliner. It's very pigmented, extremely black. It doesn't bleed. I can't tell you how many liquid pens I've used that like to bleed all over the place. Then I took the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes black eyeliner pencil and ran that along the lower waterline and filled in my brows. I'm not going to show you my entire brow routine. If you're interested in that, I'll have that video linked below, but I want to save a little bit of time in this tutorial for you. For my lashes, I'm using a brand new pair that we're getting ready to add to the Inky Minky line. These are called Bedroom Eyes, and they are another one of our 3D synthetic pairs, very fluffy. And these will be available in August 2016, so not much longer to wait for them. Getting rid of the redness on my face with the Graftobian green color corrector, especially that Marilyn Monroe zit. Although, you know, I gotta say, if there's a placement for a zit, that's not such a bad place for it. My foundation is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Fluid Foundation. This has become my go-to in summer. It's one of the best, longest lasting foundations I own. And I'm blending that into the skin with the Artis Oval 6 brush, which I have been having a little bit of a love affair with recently. My concealer is a new one, well, new in the sense that I haven't used it that much yet. This is from Smashbox, it's their high definition concealer. And to blend this underneath the eyes, I'm using the Makeup Forever 408 paintbrush. Yeah, I recently reviewed this one, really like it. And I have found that I enjoy blending my concealer under the eyes. And now that the under eye area is complete, I went back with more of that medium brown eyeshadow that we used in the crease earlier and ran this along the lower lash line. For my cheeks, I'm using a NARS Multiple Cheek Stain. I think that's what this is. And this is in the shade Orgasm, I believe. I'm applying this with the Artis Oval 6 brush once again. Excellent brush all the way around, so many application uses for it. And lightly setting my face with some of the NARS translucent powder. Very light dusting just to set everything so it doesn't move all over the place. I want the majority of my face to look very glowy and ethereal, so not too mattified. And now that that's done, I'm going back and applying a mascara onto the lower lashes. This is of course my most favorite, the Chanel de Volume. Finally, for lips, I am using the Anastasia Pure Hollywood Liquid Lipstick, one of my favorite colors. Not too nude, but it doesn't compete with the eyes either. And over the top of that, I'm applying the NARS Turkish Delight Lip Gloss, another one of my absolute favorites. And that's the completed look, and if you tried this one out yourself, please feel free to share it on any of my social media platforms. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.